Number 9, we got Mississippi State versus Georgia. This was in Starkville. We gave this a total score of 5.5 out of 10. Um, I think if this game ended up being close, it would be in the top three.
Yeah.
But it was unfortunately a absolute blowout of Mississippi State by Georgia. Crowd noise, we gave it a 2 out of 4. It was very loud early. Like every Mississippi State game will always be unless they're 1 in 11, you know. But it was loud. The fans were into it. Ended up being a blowout, and the fans just kind of gave up. So I don't expect much different in those scenarios. Quality of game, 1.5 out of 3, because State was leading in this game at one point.
It was like 7-0 for 2 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, so y'all went down, y'all scored, y'all made it interesting. The fans got into it. I mean, the scene around the game was pretty fun. I was pretty excited about it and thought that State could have a chance. Just didn't really work out. As far as town food and attractions, we gave this a 2 out of 3. We ate. We didn't even eat at this game, did we?
No, because it was 11 o'clock. And then we
Yeah,
got Chick-fil-A on the way out of town.
yeah. So we didn't eat local here. So yell at us all you want. Sorry, it just didn't work out that way for the 11 o'clock kick. Chick-fil-A was still banging though. I loved Starkville for this game. Barstool was there. SEC Nation was there. It was just insanely electric. I don't know what they'll call like the square area on campus outside of the stadium where everybody convenes for stuff like that, like where the tailgate is. But that's where SEC Nation was. You couldn't get within.
It's escaping my mind right now. That's actually so sad.
You can't get
I
within
can't think
like
of what that's called.
800 yards of the set without getting through a mosh pit. It was unreal. I've never seen anything like it. At least the game that I've been to physically, but it was super cool. Barstool was pretty good. Shout out to Brandon Walker for hyping this game up for it to be a complete blowout, but he made it fun.
That's what
So
happens anytime you hype something up.
yeah, we gave this a 2.5 out of 3 on town food and attractions, just because we didn't eat there. But it was pretty fun. I had a really good time. 5.5 out of 10 overall, though. Wasn't the best game we went to in Starkville this year. Following up number 8 as another game we were at Mississippi State for. This is the Egg Bowl. It's Ole Miss taking on Mississippi State in Starkville. We gave this a 6.5 out of 10. As far as crowd noise goes, it was really freaking loud early in this game. Like State fans were pumped because there was kind of this feeling that Mississippi State could take advantage of where Ole Miss was as a team. There was all the stigma around Kiffin leaving, which he ended up leaving, like we all know. And State fans were like, we need to take advantage of this. We got to win this game. This will be the greatest Egg Bowl upset of all time. And it started off pretty interesting. I think Ole Miss walked down the field, but State kept answering and keeping it close. And second half rolls around, different story. Unfortunately for Mississippi State once again, but crowd noise, I'd give it a 3 out of 4 just for how good it was early. It was really good. Quality of the game, like I said, another blowout, sort of, kind of. I wouldn't call it.
It was competitive for 2.5 quarters.
It was competitive for long
and then it
enough.
never really got like super far away.
Yeah, I would say that just because it wasn't a close game in the third quarter, that you could quantify this as not necessarily a blowout, but we all knew who was going to win. So quality of game only gets 1 out of 5 or 1.5 out of 3. Town food and attractions, we still gave this a 2 out of 3. I don't think we ate for this game either. Oh wait, no, we went to the coffee place and we sat in line for like a year. You didn't get your food until
Yes.
you had to tell them like 5 times that you didn't get your food. And you
Or
got the
no,
whole
that was
thing.
the Egg Bowl. I think that was Georgia.
That was Georgia? Are you sure? Because one of the games we were late getting in.
We were late at the Egg Bowl
I think it was
because
because
the
of
whole
that.
parking situation was a nightmare.
Oh yeah. Well, either way, neither of these games were really close, really exciting in the end, and we didn't have really good food experiences necessarily. So that's why we don't have the
That was
same.
kind of by choice, though.
We're gonna have another rating for Starks
Situation.
with the top with one of our more peak experiences. But overall, this one got a 6.5 out of 10. It was the Egg Bowl. I mean, we're wearing the merch. We're gonna have a good time regardless. Like it was our teams. It was super fun. Number 7, South Carolina versus Virginia Tech in Atlanta. This one also scored a 6.5 out of 10 for us. Crowd noise, I gave this a 3 out of 4. I think you agreed with me pretty much on that. It could have, if it was max capacity in that stadium in Atlanta, Mercedes Benz, it would have been so loud.
If it had been at either team's home stadium, it would have been a 4 out of 4.
I would agree. 100%. The fans showed up for this game given proximity of the location. I had fun at the game. The fourth quarter was kind of dragged. Virginia Tech's offense was
Until the what's his face touchdown from like 70 yards.
It was Jacobs, Vandravius Jacobs. I think.
No.
No,
He had
it was Swain. What's his name?
no. Nick Harbor had a long touchdown.
Oh yeah, I was thinking of the
Yeah.
punt return.
I forgot there was a punt return. Yeah,
Whoever that guy
it
is.
was Swain at the punt return.
Yeah, I forget what his first name is, but Swain
Macari.
was. Yeah, Macari Swain.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think we had a whole thing about that when we did the video the first time for that game. That I just couldn't figure out who that was. But anyway, that game was really good. Those plays were really big, but Virginia Tech just never responded. They just kind of laid dead in the water and tried to keep playing defense. So
they just ran the ball just so much. It was like 3 yards a pop. It was so awful to watch.
yeah, and I had a parlay cooked up on that, and I was so close to hitting it. Just nobody wanted to make that one final
None
bet
of us
to
hit
make
any
it
of our
hit.
parlays this year.
That was so tragic. But
Terrible.
I have a better one that was a way better story that we're going to save for the end. But this game overall, I think we gave 2 out of 3 for town food and attractions. We could only get into one place to eat that was close within like a mile walking distance of the stadium, and it was like this weird like little tuck in on like near an alley, and the atmosphere was nobody there. The food was pretty good. It was I think it was a new restaurant maybe. We both got chicken and waffles, but they were like strawberry waffles.
It was like fruit infused. It was interesting.
So like it didn't. It's not that it tasted bad. It's just that it was very different. Like it's not the salty seasoned chicken with the buttery, syrupy, sugary waffle. It was like a
Like
really
kind of caught you off guard.
yeah, it was like tart and like kind of like whoa,
It
like
was like eating sweet tarts in a
yeah.
waffle.
And then the chicken was like it almost tastes like it was breaded and not fried. It was like baked with like no seasoning. It was weird. Like, it wasn't bad. Like it was pretty
Yeah.
good. I didn't feel so great afterwards. But I mean, other than that, it was really cool getting to go to Atlanta. We took a train. I've been on a train since I was a little kid. So whether you like that or not, it was kind of fun at times.
Yep.
So we only gave it a 2 out of 3 on town food and attractions. Overall, 6.5 out of 10. It was fun. I'd go back, but not my ideal place for games.